Hi guys, does Jacob Rees-Mogg have much sway over members of the Conservative Party? I think he probably used to. And while he may be liked very much by fellow Tories, I don't think his endorsement here of Robert Jenrick is going to make that much difference. It is interesting that he's backing someone who was a Remainer over a full-throated Brexiteer. But then they say a convert is more zealous than a born believer. So perhaps this is why our friend from the 19th century is backing Robert Jenrick. It could also be that the former immigration minister is the clear winner and Mogg doesn't want to be seen backing the losing horse.
Well, I'm not a Tory Member of Parliament anymore, as you all know, so until now I've had no role in what is going on, and I thought it was important to recognise that I was no longer an MP and therefore didn't have a role, and it was for MPs to decide who the last two were, which is why, up until today, I haven't decided who to support. But in the end, I have a vote as a member of the Conservative Party, and it's a very important decision for the Tory party, the Tory family, to make. Who do we want to lead us to the next general election? Who do we think can take on the Reverend Starmer? Who will be able to converse with Nigel Farage and see where that may go, one way or another? Who can steal Nigel's clothes if necessary, which may be the best way of going about it? Well, I've come to the conclusion that that person is Robert Jenrick. I think that he will be able to do it. I'm going to decide to support him because I think he understands the depth of the challenge the country faces and has the gumption to do something about it. Now, I think Kemi Badenoch has many virtues. She is highly capable. Her campaign against woke has been extraordinarily impressive. And I think the Conservatives need to come together after the result and support whoever wins. But it just seems to me that Robert has that edge and the ability to lead and to get Conservative policies to the forefront of the political agenda. I think we lost the last election because we hadn't done Conservative things. As my correspondent Billy says, we put corporation tax up to 25%. We must change from that. And I think Robert will be able to do that, which is why I'm supporting him.
Okay. If Jacob Rees-Mogg is talking about how Robert Jenrick is somebody who can reach out to Nigel Farage or steal his clothes, as he points out here, well, then the Conservatives are truly sunk, because what they need to do instead is reach out to moderates if they want to win back power. This idea that they chase Nigel Farage, they steal his clothes, they steal his policies, is not going to win them general elections. It may convert a few votes over to them, they may flip a few seats, but that's not going to defeat Labour. It seems to be the case that they're doubling down. The choice is between one far-right candidate and another far-right candidate. There isn't really a choice here. Now, why he's picking Robert Jenrick, I don't know. He says here that he's more capable, he's somebody who can reach out to Nigel Farage. Maybe that's the case. But the choice is very limited. It's a far-right candidate or a far-right candidate. He mentions here Kemi Badenoch and her battle against woke. No mention of why the Conservatives lost the election, apart from we weren't conservative enough. That's not the real reason. There are three main reasons. First, Partygate, which Jacob Rees-Mogg dismisses. Second, Liz Truss, which he was part of that administration. And third, the cost of living crisis. The government did not get a grip on that. They did not put in measures to mitigate against the damage the cost of living crisis was doing to ordinary people. And the public gave them a bloody nose over that. So there are a whole range of other reasons, but none of them were touched on here. But this idea that the Conservatives need to return to their core, that they need to be conservative again, it may win over a few people, but it's not going to win them a general election. The further they go to the right, the further they move away from their chances of winning significant seats, winning over voters to kick Labour out. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.